to feed that made-up reality, and we suppress the truth. And that's what Freud and Heiddeger was talking about in his hermeneutics and his hermeneutical circles about how we construct our reality through language. Well, we know that language has to deal with symbols. I'm tying this back into the shiki shiki fu shiki ku, or the emptiness and form. When there is a symbol of something, you experience the symbol, but there's something missing. And that something that's missing is the truth, and the symbol is your made-up reality. So, radical non-duality sounds like an oxymoron, and but what we need to be radical to is that false sense of self, or to the illusion. We have to be radical to our conditioning and programming, and how we need to be radical to get out of the big bubble. And the truth is the non-duality that manifests in many ways if you experience as it is. And that's why I say everything is okay just the way it is, because there is only one power. And that one power, when we experience it completely, is non-duality. And then the question may come up, well, isn't that enlightenment? And let me give a running definition, because we'll be talking about a lot about what enlightenment is. Enlightenment is when you realize that there is no self that can become enlightened. That you think you are cannot become enlightened because it's not real. When you realize that, and that the world that you have constructed out of the tears and out of the separation is illusion. When you realize those things, that's enlightenment. So enlightenment is just being who you are in every moment, because the truth, the difference between truth and your made-up reality, that's a very deep topic. So I think we'll end this one for today. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to... Oh yeah, we got to talk about invisibility. This is my little booklet, the book that's being worked on, that I was going to call The Euphoria Response, Developing Your Seventh Sense. And now that's going to be the subtitle, I think. And the title is going to be what is on the cover of the book. There's some of my art there. Secrets of a Meta-Hermeneutical Master. And I talk a lot in here about all these topics that we're talking about. And what is invisible? I'm going to read one paragraph. What is invisible is what the limited conditioned mind cannot see. Invisibility is beyond thought and concept. The invisible is that pure silent witness that is beyond time and space, birth and death. It is that non-dual presence that is in reality your essential nature. So that word witness is very important. When we're up in the big bubble, when we're being experienced, you know, and there's where the unresolved trauma and not having learned how to recover from stress and trauma, where that all comes in. Because when you're in that big bubble, it's got you, so it is experiencing you. But when you go deeper, you begin to experience it. It no longer has the grip on you that it had. And so when you begin to experience it with greater awareness and clarity, and it doesn't have you anymore, that's the beginning of the witness. And I don't talk about the witness a lot because when in my classes and private sessions I do, because a lot of people aren't going to be able to study with me in great detail, and there's a lot of baggage with that word witness because of what other teachers have said about it, and without going to the depth of their teaching too, by the way. So if you just by going superficially on being the witness and to witnessing what is going around you, can, when it's not taken deep enough, contribute to the separation or to the witnesser and what is being witnessed. But then the idea is witnessing. And that's why I use the term, instead of witnessing, practicing the presence. And to get back to that question, we do not want to attack the ego, but we want to make it our friend, because without that teacher, the ego can become your teacher in the sense when it's the executioner, it's got you, but at the deeper levels, I mean, it's not really your teacher, but you can learn something from it. And what you learn is that you have the real power, and it's happening inside of yourself. So now I'm going to wrap this one up. Remember what I said? You know, the teacher is inside yourself. You know, everything is appearing in your consciousness. I am appearing in your consciousness. And we're going to be talking a lot about consciousness and the difference between consciousness and awareness, and defining what consciousness is even. And it's all part of the alchemical process, and it gets more interesting. We have very many things to talk about, and we'll be continuing with these videos online. In the past, well, YouTube requires that I break it up. It can't be longer than 10 minutes and so many megabytes. Sometimes I have the full long version on Google, and I have to break it up into A, B, C, D, and E maybe on YouTube. So you'll just figure all that out. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's an honor for me just to be able to present this stuff over the internet, basically to the whole world. I'm getting very interesting response, comments, and emails from people all over the world, and I'll do my best to answer all those emails, but often I just incorporate it into these videos so everybody can get the benefit of your questions and your answers. So it is truly my honor to be here and appearing in your consciousness. Anyway, thank you. Bye.